We can also use free sewing to establish the relationship between multiple sections of a garment to other multiple segments, and they don't have to be the same length, so we don't have to rely on segment sewing of the same length. In this case, it's going to be a section or multiple sections as defining the first seam part, and then defining the other sections to which we are sewing, which are multiple sections as well. So M is multiple, N is another variable of multiple, and we're going to be using free sewing to establish this. When we free sew, we have to define the start and end point, not click on segments. That's the key critical difference. So currently I am in edit pattern, so I can see my individual points. I'm now going to go to my free sew tool, hold it down to select MN free sewing. And in this case, whenever you do MN free or segment sewing, you're going to have to look at your cursor to follow the prompts. In this case, it says to click on a point or a segment to begin M free sewing. I'm going to click on points. So I'm going to click the beginning and end of that point. I'm not done defining my initial set of M sewing lines. So I'm going to skip over these points and click at the end of that point. And again, to finalize, click and click. I'm going to press enter because I'm done defining the seam lines to which I'm sewing. Pressing enter then changes the prompt to click on a point or segment to begin N free sewing. And here's where I'm going to define my second set of relationships. I'm going to do that by clicking each of these points that define the section I want to sew, skipping over the ones I don't want to. I don't want to click on those as well. I'm going to click, click. I'm not holding shift or anything else right now. I'm just clicking. And then my final section here, click, click. You can see that there's a navy blue box there, but it's not needed right now. And now that I'm done, I do have to press enter, otherwise the relationship is not established. So when pressing enter then shows me where those seam lines are. You can see that this flag, I'm going to go to my edit pattern, and now I'm going to go to my edit sewing so I can see my relationships. This flag is going to be split between these two sections as I've established it. These ones will be fine. This might not be an ideal way to sew these together, but that's how I've defined it as for this particular activity. So again, with MN sewing, you're sewing multiples to multiples. You do not need to hold the shift key down. You only need to use the prompt to remember to press enter between each set of seam lines you wish to sew to.